Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to the channel, PJ Ground Pounder. Just before we get on the road, I'm doing a little pre-maintenance, and what I'll be doing today is check fluids. Starting with the primary here, I drained them last night. I'll have to just think about it now. I got to reinsert the plugs, put some new rings on the plug. Then check out my heated gear, make sure all my connections, no blown fuses on that in case it gets cold. My outerwear, make sure I don't have any rips or anything in that. Tires have just been changed, so the tires are in good shape. Brakes are in good shape. So this is just a basic before I get on the road type of deal. I'm not trying to have any problems, any malfunctions that I could prevent. So I'm just sharing with you all today with this video on certain things I'm doing. I'm not recommending any of these oils or anything like that, but this is what I use for my motorcycle. Just getting your bike prepared before you get on the road. That way you don't have to go through any inconveniences that could have been prevented before you left. I also got a little slight rattle over there, so I think it's one of my heat shields or something. But I'll check that out after I get this taken care of. I'll put it on the jack. We'll go ahead and get down here and get these screws back in here. Yeah, all the oil's drained. So we'll get under here. Yeah, not bad. So this is just stuff I do, and like when I'm down here under my bike, it actually gives me an opportunity to rub on stuff. So I always kind of keep a rag with me when I'm moving around my bike, and I purposely rub areas and stuff, and try to make sure I don't run across any loose screws. I'm checking for loose screws, cracked lines, frayed electrical lines, just all that kind of stuff. And then when you get on the road, you really feel confident about your machine. You can just get in the saddle, as I call it. I just get in the saddle and let it rip. I'm cranking on the primary now. Now I'm going to the engine plug. I'm sorry, this transmission plug here. So all the plugs are in. We're good there. So I had to reposition the bike. I was in the garage and it was just a little dark in there. We're back at it. We're on the other side of the bike. Everything's buttoned up over there. So we'll start off with the transmission. Refer to your owner's manual on what you need to use, what you should use. I'm not saying what I use is necessarily what your bike needs. We had that partial from over there. We didn't use a whole quart. This side travel, I keep this on the side of my bike. I always keep a quart of oil. Also my Allen wrench to remove my transmission plug, and then I keep me a funnel. So we'll get started. First time, again, I'm not advertising for anyone. I'm putting gear oil in here. This has been recommended by a friend who went to a mechanic that's very knowledgeable about transmissions. And and this time I'm not going to, because I don't know how this works, I'm not going to add any stabilizer to this. And I just put a towel down there just in case we have some type of overflow or something. I'll let that drain. Let me go get my dipsticks. Again, not advertising for nobody on purpose. But I use a 50/50. And then before it's all said and done, I'll check my radiator, make sure it's at the right level. Let me level my bike out. Because when you check this transmission fluid, that bike needs to be leveled out best you can. So I always use this little handy dandy chalk here when I put it up under my kickstand. That because with that 23, my bike leans over a lot. Okay, that's better. Now we can get some accuracy. Act right. See what this first little dipper look like. Okay, getting there. Every time I change my oil, I change all three. And when I change my transmission, I always say, I'm not changing that one next time. Because it's always just brand new, clear. I probably could get the rest of that cord in there with just a tad bit of stabilizer. Boy, this bike is really gonna run good. They run so good when you service them in and put fresh fluids in them, and oh man, the ride is so rewarding. You just get out on that highway and stretch out. No problem. After 3, I normally check it because I have that partial. Then plus I want to leave some room for my stabilizer. Oh, we got y'all. Yeah, we're about a quart low. Do about a half, and then I'll check, and then I'll come behind it with my stabilizer. You know, take care of your scooter. Do all you can do before you leave home to prevent any breakdowns or anything of that nature. Just try to stay on top of it. It's a part of riding. Riding and wrenching. Part of the game. All right, I got a little room. I put more than I thought. Oh, but you know what, you guys? I'm gonna lose a cord almost in my when I fire the bike up, and that's a new filter in there. So that filter gonna almost take that cord out of here. So I'm in good shape. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and complete this. That new filter is gonna suck up some oil. So if I was to pick up my dipstick right now, I'd be over. I'd have too much oil in here right now. And I just put a fair, generous amount in there. I don't measure this. Pure synthetic stabilizer. So right now, all I'm gonna do is let this drain on in there. I'm not really concerned about what my level is right now. Put this back in here. All the fluids are good. I don't have any drip. So anyway, we're gonna fire it up, run it, let the fluid get in there, and then we'll check it again. Again, make sure you put all your fluids back in. You want to make sure you got all your fluids in before you fire your bike back up. But I think I found that rattle. It's over here. But yeah, I figured this one out. So I found out, remember I was talking about I had a rattle. I thought it was in the heat shield over here, but it's not. It's the heat shield on that side. My belt is kind of loose. Not a bad loose, but too loose to be ignored. A few things. I got the whole day, so I'll go through the whole bike. That way when I get on the road, see me going. Running good. Running good. When I do that, and check this oil. Yes, sir. Perfect. God dang it, boy. Just gonna clean it. It goes on here. That allows me to get back here to these. Basic stuff you could do for yourself. I don't work on motors or nothing like that. I'm not like my boy Skipper Doodles. He'll tear your motor apart on the highway. Have you up and going. A little in here I can see through. Oh yeah, it was time. Yeah. First process is a spray. We'll take the spray and we'll apply it all around here. I've already wiped this out, cleaned it out. Barrel's pretty clean. Get a mess. And as you can see, that level's right. It says cold, and it's at cold. So that's doing good. So we'll get this done. That's all cleaned up. My filter's out there, clean, sitting in the rocks. Just draining and marinating. Scooter ready. That's how my lights operate. Those are covers. If I want to run clear, I'll just leave these out, put the lid back on them so I don't damage the lens. Put the lid back, run clear. But that yellow really catches motorist attention. Basically got the yellow in all the time. But the color is clear.
Tips, motivation, or just inspiration, subscribe to my channel, PJ Ground Pounders. Let's get prepared and ride.